Women are fantastic creatures in the fact that they operate on respect. And what I mean by that is a woman can't love you truly and you can't get the best out of a woman with her love unless she really respects you. And the problem that guys don't understand is that respect is earned through a bunch of different avenues, right? You got to have your physicality on point. She needs to know that you can actually protect her. You're stronger than her. You need to be competent. You need to know more than she does. You need to be smarter than her in almost every regard. You need to make more money than her. Like, women don't look for an equal, even though mainstream society says, oh, I want an equal partnership. No, you don't. You want a man superior to you in every single way. If you look at 50 Shades of Grey, which is one of the most popular books, women want a guy that's better than them in every regard, every metric. So what I'm telling guys is become that guy, and then right? Because you've created excellence and you're still demanding more excellence upon yourself, then you could bring the girl into your life and demand excellence from her. But you need to, I look at it like I use a Pokemon analogy, right? If you don't have enough badges, right? You couldn't control a certain type of Pokemon, right? It was like maybe a level 50 Charizard. You only got 3 badges though. You're not gonna be able to control him because you haven't beaten enough gym leaders. I tell guys all the time, that's kind of what it is. You need to have enough Pokemon badges and beat the Elite Four to get the most attractive girls because they have a bunch of people that want to get them. And for you to be able to command that respect from them, you need to be on point first. Women look for leaders, but the big thing is you need to be able to lead by example. And for her to respect you, she has to feel like she can submit to you and you're the leader. But the problem is that guys want girls that are going to be submissive, but they don't have their life together.
Now, they may still test you even though you're a high-value guy, but at the same time, they'll listen because they respect you. So it comes with that type of like setup. But like regardless of the fact, if you're that guy that she wants to be with, you tell her, hey, you know what? I don't like that. You know what? This man's my dream man. I'm gonna listen to what he has to say.
And that comes back, and I say all that to bring it full circle to the simping. The reason why a girl can't respect a simp is because a simp pedestalizes her.
Yeah. And
women know that they need a man who's superior to them. If you're simping on her and pedestalizing her, she automatically infers that she's better than you. And I tell guys, all the feminists can get mad at me, whatever. You got to be better than your girl in every regard. You have to be superior to her. And not only that, you need to have other women. Oh my God, that's so controversial. No, because women only act right when they know they can be replaced.
Here's 2 ways you can know if someone's a real simp. For example, this is what we've seen over a period of time is they can't say no to the girl and they can't walk away. Those 2 things are hard plays. If you can't do those 2 things, just kind of like, yo, what's up with you? So
yeah. So and people, and I agree with Andrew on this all as well because he's always been big on like having multiple girls and everything. But I've noticed I get the best treatment from women when they know that I have another girl and they can be replaced at any time. Because what happens is, and this is human nature in general, whenever you start to get comfortable, you start to slack off a bit, like I got my position, I'm locked in, etc. Like with girls, you need another woman there to keep the other girl on her toes. Because when a girl starts getting comfortable, that's a lot of time when disrespect happens. I tell guys all the time, listen to the song, Future, bitch don't get too comfortable. It's like a funny, catchy line, but, drill it into guys' heads that when a woman gets comfortable, that's when the disrespect comes. That's when she does wants to maybe go out with the girls, or she wants to dress more provocatively when she's not around you. She wants to put pictures of her ass all over the place. She's starting to subtly screen for a better guy than you. And see, if a man isn't aware of this, he's not going to know, because a lot of guys think men and women are equal. So unless she's at the mall cold approaching guys, they're going to assume, oh no, she's still loyal to me. No, dummy. Like, girls move differently when they're looking for a mate. They can't overtly go ahead and go up to a guy and be like, you're handsome, I'd love to talk to you. No, most of the time they do it covertly, whether it's them going to the club with their friends or the guys under the guise of a girls' night out, or it's them being on Instagram, putting pictures of themselves, DMing, whatever it may be. Like, girls are much sneakier when it comes to infidelity and doing things, but you might not even catch it as a guy. And actually, as a matter of fact, the way a woman treats her guy in public, or the way she puts herself out to the public, right, tells you a lot about the man's masculinity. Typically, when the girl really respects her man, you see that she's quiet, she's docile, she doesn't have that big of an internet profile unless the guy wants her to. Everything she does is typically under his authority. But when she doesn't care, she talks of any which way, blah, blah, blah. And that's when you know the guy is messed up. A woman is typically a mirror image of her man's masculinity.
Yeah. The public disrespect is the worst thing.
Yeah. It's bad. And the crazy part is, like, women don't want to be with a guy that they can disrespect like that. They want a guy, as controversial as this may sound, they want a guy that can look them dead in the eye and say, shut the fuck up. Who are you talking to? Get out my house. And I've done that to girls, and they come back different. Like, or I've had it before where, she'll act crazy. I'm like, get out my house. I'll call another chick right in front of her and let her know. And people say, oh my God, that's so evil. That's so bad. But that's what you have to do with women a lot of times, because we live in this crazy gynocentric society where women think it's acceptable to disrespect men openly sometimes. And you have to constantly let them know, punish bad behavior. That's why we got Valverde the first time. You got to frank house these hoes sometimes. You got to let them know this wasn't acceptable. Obviously, you never do it physically. Of course not. You do it through your actions of replacing her. The only power you have as a man in 2023 and beyond is you got to be able to walk away from a girl if she disrespects you. And that's when she realizes, damn, this guy really will walk away from me and get another and get another girl at that might be cuter than me. Bam. That's when they turn around and they say, I need to readjust my behavior, because women rarely ever get put in an uncomfortable position like that where they can be replaced. Most guys the girl will do some fucked up shit and he'll sit there, please take me back. And he didn't even do nothing. It was her. But she'll go ahead and gaslight and make him feel bad. And you can't play that game. It's like, oh, you want to be like that? Cool. Get the fuck out of my house. And that's women act right.